historical perspective and have a summary recommendation to how some of these issues can be handled. And it's also time for you to keep yourself abreast of what is going on around you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Esther Wachko once again. We do this audio visual, so that I would implore you to please go onto YouTube right about now and type VOP 903 FM. Obviously, after you do that, you can see us streaming live. Welcome to the Evening Rush. I'm going to start off with the situation with the federal government of Nigeria, Dangote Refinery, as well as Pengassin. Now, a couple of people think that Dangote is trying to hold the nation to ransom because of the imbroglio between Pengassin and Dangote. The federal government has decided to wade in to see how they can resolve the impasse or come to an impasse between the both of them so that we would not suffer, because Nigerians suffer every day, not to go through the stress with Dangote. As it stands at this point in time, the National Industrial Court in Abuja has restrained the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengassin, from embarking on its planned industrial action against Dangote Petroleum Refinery. And this was actually confirmed by Justice Sublim, ruling in an ex parte application by Dangote Refinery today, specifically restraining Pengassin from cutting crude and gas supply to Dangote Refinery. Besides Dangote, other defendants in the suit include the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, and the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. A senior advocate of Nigeria, George Ibrahim, argued the application for Dangote Refinery. So yes, in that particular regard, issues are being resolved. We do hope that beyond the industrial court giving its ex parte order, that the federal government trying to wade into the situation with Dangote Refinery would actually come to a good resolution. I don't think Nigerians can go through the situation if gas supply is cut off across every aspect, meaning literally shutting down the gas supply grid in the nation. I don't know what actually will happen as a result of that, but it is not going to be a good thing that Nigerians will have to go through now. We have entered Ember Month. Okay, so the federal government has disclosed that they have announced securing about 250 billion naira in funding to support the development of light rail projects in Kaduna and Kanu states. And this information was reeled out by the Minister of Information and National Orientation. He disclosed this during a World Press Conference in Abuja today. Idris stressed that President Tinubu's administration is determined to drive development across all regions, insisting that no part of the country is being sidelined in the distribution of capital projects. Now, because of this, a couple of critics have come on board. Some persons feel that the president is trying to possibly be on the good side of the northerners now that the elections are approaching. A couple of people feel that some segment of the north are not happy with the president because he supposedly has either isolated them or possibly has not opened channels for them. Others believe that the president has been more than benevolent to the north, but they just don't want to align with the president. However, others see this as a very good development, whereby if you hear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027, there'll be no dispute concerning that. However, development is basically what is on the rise, and Nigerians are actually saying whatever means the federal government has to apply to ensure that development cuts across all the regions of the country, not just particularly to certain regions, all the regions of the country, then that's a very good one. Okay, so in that particular regard as well, Governor Adeleke's aide has actually called out President Tinubu's administration, saying that they are running Nigeria like a family empire. This basically was because of the allocation to Adeleke's administration. The Senior Special Assistant to Governor Demola Adeleke on Bureau of Social Services, Mr. Akintunde Bello, has accused President Bola Tinubu of turning Nigeria into a personal estate. Sheriff, in a Facebook post today, alleged that the current administration has gone beyond the excesses of past military rulers. He claimed that Tinubu has contradicted the democratic values he once preached. He pointed at alleged interference in Lagos and Osun states, accusing the president of backing illegal structures despite court judgments. According to him, the Supreme Court dissolved LCDAs, yet elections were conducted into LCDAs at his backyard in Lagos. Come down to Osun State, the same Tinubu has allegedly authorized payment of public funds into private pockets of his party members who have since been sacked from the courts. Sheriff also criticized Sheyi Tinubu's growing involvement in state matters. He said none really abdicated state power to their sons. Sheyi Tinubu follows his father everywhere, almost on all official missions, and you'll wonder if we're running family governance in the country. The governor's aide further claimed that democratic institutions have been weakened under Tinubu's leadership, saying unarguably Tinubu has taken democratic gains in Nigeria downwardly and that the military was nicer. However, this is not the first time Governor Adeleke's camp has clashed with the presidency. We know that in August, the same thing happened where the Osun governor accused Tinubu's administration of frustrating his government by blocking local government funds. I don't know why local government funds have been difficult to be accessed by the Osun state government. Others believe that if you are not in the APC, this is the kind of frustration that is meted on you if you are in the opposition, thereby compelling you to join the ruling party so that anytime you need anything from the federal government, you easily have access to it. But we cannot continue to run a country like that on that kind of presumption. Another thing to consider as well is the backlash that Peter Obi received over the weekend concerning calling Olubadan his brother, or rather his elder brother per se, and it went so bad that Oriyomi Hamzat, who also is an aspirant and a broadcaster, owns one of the radio stations there, went on the radio station to say that Peter Obi is denigrating the Yoruba culture, which obviously is opposite to what Peter Obi wrote, and it was actually quite sad because he received quite a lot of backlash from it. Now, Oriyomi Hamzat was accused of inciting the public against Peter Obi, inciting the people of Ibadan against Peter Obi, and saying that everything he has done is basically politically motivated ahead of 2027. You do know in 2023, most southwestern states were actually gotten by Peter Obi, but there are talks that with the divisive politics of tribalism invading the political space, there's a very strong penchant that the southwest may not toll towards Peter Obi come 2027 if indeed he decides to run. Well, Oriyomi Hamzat has actually called the critics, you can continue to lambast yourselves. He said what he said, but a lot of persons said he deliberately twisted the narrative to suit a particular narrative, which obviously is in support of the ruling All Progressives Congress. Well, we're looking into that in the course of the conversation as well. Now, another interesting thing to consider is the fact that Southeast governors, leaders, Ohaneze, they're endorsing Tinubu as consensus candidate for 2027. The governors, ministers, top political figures from the Southeast have supposedly thrown their weight behind President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general elections, and this endorsement also came from Ohaneze Ndigbo, the apex social cultural group of the Igbo people. The decision was announced in a communique issued after the 2025 annual Igbo Day celebration themed Igbo Ekunie, the reawakening of the Igbo spirit of excellence and enterprise. The event, which ran across the 7 Igbo-speaking states, ended with a grand finale in Port Harcourt, Rivers State on September 29. Signatories to the communique include Prince Dr. Richard Ozobo, Chief Jackson Omenazu, Mazi Okechukwu Isuguzoro, Professor Chukwuekwuka Achoakwa, and Chief Chinenyeze, Professor Norma Okpabi, and Chief Alex Okemiri. Part of the statement read that in profound display of unity and reverence, interfaith prayers were held at the Afikpo Central Mosque in Abure State on September 26, followed by Sabbath divine worship at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Umuahia. Now, a couple of critics from the southeastern states are saying this particular group should not speak on their behalf. Isuguzoro's faction is a faction of Ohaneze Ndigbo, and they cannot collectively say that the entire southeast is supporting President Bola Tinubu ahead of 2027. Others believe that this is a political move to pander to the government of the day so that the Southeast will not be sidelined when it comes to development, considering the current upheaval with isolation in development and other allocation. Well, a lot is meant to be discussed in that regard. Now, Arabambi went on national television, did a press conference asking the DSS, Inspector General of Police, as well as other security agencies to put Peter Obi on a watch list, asking for his arrest, and asked that Precious Orubibi, one of the strong supporters of Peter Obi, who was recently released from the police custody after a supposed or alleged claim that she harassed Julius Abure at the Benin airport. Well, she was attacked after that supposed altercation, and Arabambi went on national television to say that she should be arrested by the DSS and that Peter Obi should be put on a security watch list. We're going to look at all of that situation as we commence the program therein. There's quite a lot to unpack, but let me introduce Barrister Darlington officially on the program. Barrister Darlington, good evening. How are you?
I am okay. Esther.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How was the weekend?
The weekend is okay. Your face looks fine, no? Yeah, now you know, see the pancake we're off for you.
Eh?
You know, see, I'll be there. You know, see the show.
Are you sure?
Please join us on YouTube so you can see the pancake on Barrister Darlington's face.
So you are my makeup artist?
Yes, no, it's needed, Barrister Darlington.
Please. Can you take it to the next
So
level?
you'll be beaming into the light of
I said, take it to the next level.
Barrister Darlington, happy Monday to you.
I am okay.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Barrister Darlington, let's start off with the situation with Dangote Refinery and the National Industrial Court saying that Pengasin cannot commence on an industrial action of going on strike. The federal government is also trying to wade in. Do you think Dangote is right by standing on his ground because of the sack that was given to some of the workers who decided to join the Pengasin union? Dangote gave them some sack letters. Pengasin is saying that Dangote cannot decide or stop people from joining any committee or any union they want to join. But others were asking questions that Pengasin is trying to frustrate the effort of Dangote, and that Pengasin has been in existence for so long. Which of the refineries have they called for to be renewed? How long have they called for refineries to be reopened? How long have they called for refineries to be built on scratch? That they are taking advantage of the system, that they're a union that is retrogressing the oil stream sector. What's your take on that?
In fact, I will employ Dangote to stick to his gun, because this union, they have not helped anybody, including their members. You and I know very well that most of the time, this union leadership, they are fighting for their own pocket.
Okay.
And not for anybody. Because Dangote said, look, whatever you are trying to do with your Pengasin members, I have already provided for the people working in my company, and that is a fact. So what is it that Pengasin want to offer their members in Dangote Refinery that Dangote have not offered? Can they tell us? It's all about those dues they collect for nothing. Esther, that is the bone of contention here. Dangote have not been maltreating those workers. If not, they would have opted out. It's just that due they collect. As a matter of fact, I heard that each truck that loads here, they collect about 50, 120,000 naira. Esther, imagine how many trucks that passes through there on daily basis. On daily basis. So, where is this money going to? What are they doing with it? Esther, can you explain to me why Pengasin is collecting all this money, yet they are not improving the lot of their members? Like you rightly mentioned, where was Pengasin when all the refineries were run aground? Have they ever protested against the government for mismanagement of the oil refineries? Have they? This man now that came, a private entrepreneur, all their eyes are there. They are not talking of NNPC and their refinery. They are not. They are not talking of the 210 trillion that was missing under the watch of this NNPC management. They are not. It's all about Dangote Refinery, Dangote Refinery. This is a man who promised to supply fuel to even Africa. It's not enough for Dangote, for Pengasin.
Okay.
It's all about their own selfish interest. That is all. That's what is the problem here, nothing else. The workers in the NPC, in the Dangote Refinery, did they not come and tell you that you are being maltreated? In fact, they don't even allow us to use the toilet. They don't even allow us to breathe.
But a lot of people feel that there are fears that if Dangote unilaterally decides to hoard that system, that is not a good thing for Nigeria. If nobody is able to check some certain decision he makes, especially in the distribution of petrol. For example, you know how the cement whole industry became, where you had Ibeto Cement, you had Lafarge and Dangote, and before you know, you only had one particular brand of cement in the market, literally obliterating competition. That's the fear a couple of persons have about Dangote. That it may be like he has Nigeria's interest at heart. It seems like, okay, he's going to cut down the price of petrol at some point, create that sense of competition. But if the other competitors are off the market, then Dangote becomes the sole person that decides how the market runs, and that's dangerous for Nigeria as it stands.
Who created Dangote in the first place? Was it not the federal government? From the time of, Shagari or even Buhari, as a military head of state. Dangote was the sole importer of all Senkos, all the essential commodities. And he was not even paying duties at the port. It's on record. When you are given the sole license to import essential commodities in a country as big as Nigeria, by a particular government, throughout that period, Dangote was enjoying this privilege at the port. And he was not paying duties. He was giving waivers. Who did all that? Federal government of Nigeria. So, why did you wake up now and start talking about monopoly and all that? Were you not the one that created him? Is it not on record? If the federal government is sincere, let them create another Dangote in the southeast and in the southwest. In all the regions, let us have each of the Dangotes. We know how the federal government paid into his refinery. They paid money. They gave him all the privileges to access loan and all that. So what is anybody saying now? Did we not say it when this thing was going on? Why would you now wake up and realize that you made a mistake? You know, in a capitalist environment, this type of thing happens. When Bill Gates wanted to create such a behemoth, which is a soft, the U.S. government said, no, you cannot be in charge of your hardware and software. They had to bring, come in to put a stop to it. But in Nigeria, you created it. So all you needed to do, after all, you told us that you have liberalized the oil industry, that anybody can now go and import and sell. Please, instead of you people disturbing Dangote, why not to go and import and sell on your own? Let him be for once. If his fuel is not good to Nigerians, they will boycott it and buy your own. That is the only way you can put him out of business. As to what they are doing now, I don't believe in it, because this union, Esther, this union have not helped Nigeria. The labor union in totality, because this is a segment of the labor union, Pengassin. You know they have two, Pengassin and TUC.
Trade Union Congress.
Good. So why would it be Pengassin that is always agitating for this when their interest is is not favored? Why? What exactly are they doing for their union member? What are they contributing to the oil industry? Let us begin to ask
Dangote said that the money he pays one of his workers, just the drivers, is more than how much a BSc holder is being given as salary in any company.
Exactly.
That's how well he pays them.
As is a fact. Let them challenge it. Esther, it is a fact. I have told you here. It's not about welfare. Dangote have taken care of the welfare of these workers. It's all about the Pengassin and their greediness. As long as their members are not loading, they won't be getting that money they are getting. Esther, that's the problem here. Let Nigeria not be deceived. It's all about their own selfish interest. And this money has made the fuel price to rise up. That's what Dangote is trying to avoid. They put in a lot of money on top of what they are buying from him. He has lamented about this thing before, that look, this thing they are selling is not what they are supposed to be selling. That's not how much I give them.
Do you think the market can be opened for others who are interested in establishing refineries like Dangote did?
Did they stop anybody?
Okay.
Did they stop anybody else?
I'm sure you know what Dangote went through even before the federal government accepted Dangote into the mainstream. You know that Dangote at some point wanted to sell his refinery. That was when he now disclosed about the Malta refinery, how they actually refine our products and resell it to us, and talked about the cabal and the conspiracy and the way that particular unit is being run for certain persons in the country that is not to the benefit of Nigerians.
That is why.
So do you think that system is constructed in such a way that if they don't allow you, they wouldn't allow for competition in the market? Like it's deliberately stunted in that manner,
yes,
so that they continue to profit from it.
Exactly, because this Pengassin, I don't believe that they are acting on their own. It's not possible. Remember that ever since Dangote came on stream, ever since he opened shop, this man has entered into one problem or the other, leading to frustration. At a point, he said they should come and buy the refinery. He's no longer interested. Who was doing all that thing? Who had the money to buy that refinery from Dangote today, if not the federal government? Who has that money to come and say, okay, I want to buy it from you? So the frustration, we all know where it's coming from. I have told you here, as long as a regulator is a player in the same industry, Esther, that industry will never move forward. I'm not joking. I told you here that, look, NCC, that is the communication industry, they are a regulator. They don't have any business. All the network, I didn't see where NCC is owned by one of them. But the NCC regulate the activities. Any ERC, they don't have any disco of their own. They regulate the NEPA people and what they are doing. But how come the same NMPC that's supposed to regulate the oil industry are now even a major player in the same industry? Esther, how do you think things will move forward? Nigerians have left the real question they should be asking.
Pastor Darlington, the situation with the oil sector, the petroleum industry, both the upstream, the downstream, the midstream, the regulator, the party, the players, the distributors, the suppliers. If we begin to unpack the cesspool of corruption and the way they have supposedly sunk Nigeria's natural wealth, I don't think we'll be done with several of the topics of interest that we want to discuss today.
A week is not
enough.
And
the politics involved, the dirty politics involved.
So,
Barrister Darlington, Omoyele Sowore said something very recently, and a couple of persons agree and some persons disagree, and it's concerning the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Omoyele Sowore said that the Southeast leaders are not working hard to ensure that he's released. Others believe that Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be there, that he's the one that brought the disturbance and the insanity in the Southeast. He was too arrogant, too proud, refused to understand how the system is worked on a plate, and he has helped the federal government isolate the Southeast region from development, especially considering what happened after the civil war. Others believe that Nnamdi Kanu, all the things that he has said is basically what is actually happening now, and that there is really no case against him by the federal government, but deliberately keeping him in custody. There's quite a lot of for and against based on what Omoyele Sowore said, but let's take a listen to him.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos, yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. Very true. I was attacked physically thrice. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court. But to be modern, I think the problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not getting, this is what I should tell you, you are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for is unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. Look, all these razzmatazz we are seeing in Nigeria in the courts, Nnamdi Kanu's trial has nothing to do with judges. If the Supreme Court justices decide that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, he will not be freed.
Yes.
The DSS will not leave him.
True.
Because that has happened several times. It's not matter for what they come to do in the courtroom is scripted drama, so that they'll give an impression that they know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere, and they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial, so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. In fact, when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say, I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now. And he was telling me, I've told this story several times, he said, Shore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house. And they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped. I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you, wherever you are hiding, they'll come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was a an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about.
Barrister Darlington, what's your take on this? So we can go into another line of conversation.
You see, Esther.
Sir?
When the lion is weak or when the lion is sick, the antelope becomes a troublesome creditor. You know, with what is going on in the southeast, all manner of people will now be talking down on us as if they are our own champion and our messiah, which I disagree.
Okay, please buttress.
Good. Showore was released from detention by Tinubu's government. That is the first thing they did when they came into office. True of us. Did he go into full trial? Was it not a Buhari that detained him?
Okay, so what are you insinuating?
So what I'm saying is that all this talk that people are saying this or people are doing this in the southeast, I don't understand.
All this talk that people are doing this and doing this and that.
Like what he was saying.
Okay.
About the southeasterners and whatever.
Okay.
If he was not released the way he was released, will he be talking like this?
So what are you saying? I need to understand where you're driving at.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that we don't need such a talk. Because your bread has been buttered. You now feel that other people, they are, I
don't understand what are you saying that? Are you discountenancing what he said that certain persons are deliberately not working as they claim to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is released for any kind of political resolution to be found?
Listen very well, Esther. Listen very well. Are you telling me that everybody in Yoruba land love Showore? When he was released by Tinubu's administration, did he consult with anybody? Did Tinubu ask Yoruba, do you want me to release Showore for you? Like Pontius Pilate did. Did he consult with any Yoruba leader before Showore was released? Answer me. So why is it thought that everybody in the Southeast, we are not doing, what does it want us to do? To become area boys and start carrying gun and cutlass and marching to everywhere, shouting and rioting because of Nnamdi Kanu, so that they will not have an excuse. Look at what he said, that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released by negotiation. So by what? By war. Esther, look at that statement. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released by negotiation. So by what? Let him tell us.
Well, it cannot be through war because you saw what is going on with that in the southeast and it derailed development there.
I ask you a question here, you must answer it because you are asking me how. Why did he make such a statement? So he's now insinuating, he's now instigating that Igbo should now go to war because of Nnamdi Kanu.
I don't think they're stupid to do that.
But look, ask him what he meant now. So by what? If not by negotiation, what? Tell us. Look, that's why I'm telling you that we are past this stage. We are not stupid. They will not instigate us into another war. They cannot do that. Tomorrow night, he said, I said it, that it cannot be so we should go and fight, Abi, so that Nnamdi Kanu can be released. Is it true? In his own case, did the Yoruba go to war before he was released? Since he's more clever than everybody. Please, I don't like people talking to us like this as if there is nobody in the side. We know better. Esther, we know better. Like I told you, when your bread is buttered, you can feel that God will love only you. If not for Tinubu's government, do you think Buhari would have released Showore? Tell me the truth.
But if this is the line of thought you're coming with, Barrister Darlington, Showore has called this government all manner of things that even others are even saying Peter Obi had dared not.
Please, Esther.
That Peter Obi cannot. They're even saying he's more brazen, more bolder than the opposition. Not just Peter Obi, even Atiku Abubakar and other opposition political parties.
Esther, please.
He says what those ones cannot say. So how do you see him as somebody who is supposedly trying to instigate, working for the government?
Let any other person from the southeast say the same thing Showore is saying about Tinubu. And let us see the difference. Esther, let any other person from the southeast say all the things Showore have done under Tinubu's administration, and let me see whether that person will go free.
You're saying that he...
No, is it not true?
Is it not true? His ethnicity is his immunity?
I don't know, but I'm telling you that, like I used to tell you, when a lizard is dancing in the rain, a rat should not go and join that lizard and be dancing in the rain, no. Because at the end of the day, that rain, whenever it stops, the rat will just shake it off and move on. But because of the nature of the rat, it will go and stay one place for 2-3 days before that rain will drop. The drench will dry on his body. I have been saying this. So all these things that Showore is doing, let him be sincere. That if not that Tinubu is the person in the saddle, and that he has been given some unnecessary privilege, will he be talking like this and get away with it? So didn't Buhari put him in detention? How come it was the Tinubu that released him without trial? Esther, without trial? Without trial, oh. So please, they should not deceive us. We know better. Let any other person try it. All the names you have been calling everybody, from the IGP to Tinubu and not. Let anybody try it. And see what will happen. DSS will now do their job. They will now be asking, why did you call somebody a criminal? Who called him a criminal? Who told you to say that? No, ask me, Esther. They were even begging him to remove the tweet. Oh, hey, God Almighty. They were, Bayo Ononuga had to write to him, begging him to remove the tweet. Esther, and you are telling me, do I look like a fool to you? So I should now join him and be shouting and be calling people so that they will say, yeah, we are agitating. It's instigation. They are instigating you to war. That is it. They are instigating you to war. We cannot do it by negotiation. So we'll do it by what? Let him explain how we are going to do it.
Barrister Darlington,
please.
Insecurity seems to be thriving daily, despite the president issuing having a meeting with the security operatives and telling them to do what is needed to ensure that banditry and terrorism stop. Kwara State is now the new haven. They're coming brazenly in broad daylight. They've killed an APC chieftain. They killed vigilantes. They ransacked the community. And it's quite unfortunate because we would have expected an uproar calling out the government that it seems Kwara is a new Benue, especially by supporters of this administration. Pat Utomi and a couple of others feel that this administration supporters, that the enablers of the cesspool of corruption ongoing, the impunity ongoing, because they support anything that goes on in this administration without questioning anything at all. Kwara is seriously in trouble as it stands, and the federal government has really not told us anything. The security operatives, especially the Nigerian Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff, or Air Force, none has said anything. Something happened recently in Kwara where they said that a helicopter was sighted before the mayhem was perpetrated in the community, where 12 persons were killed at an instant, and that these helicopters dropped these persons in the community before the mayhem occurred. While that was ongoing, what a lot of Nigerian youths were talking about on social media was lambasting and cursing out opposition political party members because of an innocent tweet that was done by Peter Obi. Now, based on that particular reaction, a couple of persons have said that Peter Obi's response by apologizing was pandering to. He ought not to have done that. They say he ought not to have responded. It means that he's weak. He cannot take half of what the administration takes every day by criticisms, both from supporters and those who are against the government, that President Tinubu takes a lot of insults from those who don't like him and those who don't support his administration. And then just one day of people criticizing his tweet, Peter Obi folded by going to pander and apologize. Now, a broadcaster and a radio station owner went as well in Ibadan to supposedly twist the narrative by making it seem like he denigrated their culture, despite Peter Obi going to Ibadan 2 days before the official coronation to greet with the Oba, to greet with the king. In contrast or in similarity, what do you think is a priority of this country by their citizens?
Esther, God Almighty, you see this thing they call culture. Most culture in Nigeria has been bastardized. It is no longer what it used to be.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Explain.
This thing, they choose what to pander with whenever it suits them. Yes. Please, what was the insult in that greeting of calling him my elder brother?
He said he's older than him.
Did you hear me? Did the Peter Obi put elder brother? Did he put it there?
The first tweet was my brother. Then
really?
the second one in terms of apology was elder brother. But what they were saying is that he and the Olubado, they're not mates, and that for someone who is aspiring for office, he ought to understand the important etiquette of cultural values to certain ethnic groups, considering the fact that you be a president to all ethnic groups. They now brought out a tweet of what he tweeted about the Obi of Onitsha, whom he called his father, his dear father, and someone he considers to be not just a brother, but a father figure. So if he could do that with the Obi of Onitsha, why not give that kind of honor to the Olubado?
Anyway, you know why I'm going to water this down. It's because the Olu of Ibadan just came into office. I don't think he's interested in this shenanigans.
No, he's a very peaceful man.
I am telling you,
an amazing, fantastic
that was
man.
why his coronation was fantastic.
It was beautiful, Barrister Darlington. Did you watch it?
You see,
it was
yes. My own advice now is
was grand.
The Kabiyesi. Have you asked yourself why such a revered Oba is called Olu of Ibadan? It's not an Oba. There is a history behind it. Go and check.
Olu Ibadan of Ibadan.
Yes, Olu. Yes, Olu. They don't call them Oba. Yes, there's a history, and I don't want to go into it here.
Okay.
I know it very well. The question is, this man that came to rule peacefully, you can see, they have started to poison his mind against certain people all of a sudden.
Who are they poisoning?
The thing that they are talking about Obi, I'm sure that the Olu of Ibadan cannot even.
I don't even think he's bothered.
I'm telling you, he will not be bothered. But look at what they are trying to make a mountain out of a molehill.
No, what followed that beautiful grand gesture of the coronation is how they decided to taint it with this political narrative.
Is that not what I'm telling you here? And by doing that, they are not trying to poison the mind of the man against a certain people and against a certain man.
He's not that kind of person.
Wait now. But when the one in Lagos here said what he said about the Igbos, they kept quiet.
Barrister, the one in Lagos apologized.
Really?
He apologized.
Esther, let me cut your leg with cutlass and tell you sorry. Did you hear me? Let me cut your leg now with cutlass and tell you, Esther, I'm sorry to have done that. Sorry, you hear? Sorry. Really? Is it the first, second, or third time they are doing it? When have the Igbos reacted? When have we reacted? Our own Igwes and do they respect them? They don't. But we didn't bother. We didn't mind. Even when that thing was said against, we still went to go and beg the Oba of Lagos. Are you aware? The Igbo elders, they still went to go and beg him. For people who don't respect king, can you imagine? After insulting us, we still went to go and beg. Nobody remembered all those things. How peaceful we are. Every little thing, they magnify it. To magnify it. Meanwhile, they can't even tolerate 1/4 of what we have tolerated. Every little thing, they make it look as if heaven want to fall. You can imagine the kind of people we are talking about here. And these people, that's why I'm saying that the men Yorubas, the men elders, the men responsible ones, what are they doing? They should be talking to these people who are causing this problem.
There are many. There are many. How many of them do you think they should speak with?
Okay, so until they drown everybody into needless war, no, hold on, Esther. Until these people now succeed in what they want to do, is that when they will now talk? Answer me now. They should be talking. Bring out a press conference and all that. The leadership, political leadership among them, they should be talking. These are the people that should run the, but when they keep quiet, I will not believe that, okay, these are the people that send them. That's why they kept quiet. Of course. What do you want me to believe? Every little thing, things that are really unnecessary. The contributions and the peaceful nature of the Igbo man in the Southwest, nobody talks about it, Esther. I have never heard them talk about the goodwill the Igbos have demonstrated in Lagos and in the South. They don't talk about it. But when one rascal, one person, have a disagreement with somebody from the Southwest, you will see how they will say, you want to take over our land. You see why they are fighting. Yes. You now ask yourself, what is going on? You mean nobody in the Southeast came from Yoruba land? How many times have you had any quarrel over there that Igbos and Yorubas are quarreling in the Southeast? How many times? Esther, how many times? Can you tell me? You see why we are highlighting this? So that those people will know that we know what they are doing. It's unfortunate. You cannot claim to have gone to school, you are civilized, yet I can't see school in you. You can't see school in you. These things are reserved for, illiterate, people who are not informed, who crude. That's what they behave. But you cannot tell me that with all the civility, that school started here in the first school was somewhere in Badagry or so. You saw the white men first with all those things. It's not reflected. But in this age and time.
Don't you think all this is politically sponsored?
Okay, hold on. If it is, how can you not tell me that you are more political than me? You are not knowledgeable about politics than me. Because I hear people say the Yorubas know politics more than the even God. Is this how politics is being played, Esther? Hold on. Is this how God played, how politics is played in a civilized environment? Tell me. Since you know politics, is that how things should be done? Even if it's one or two persons that's causing this problem, why not call them to order? Why not call them to order before they destroy everything? Your beautiful culture is being tainted. Now, Oro that is revered have come into politics.
That's what I wanted to ask you. How politics has adulterated the efficacy and sacredness of our traditional rights.
That is why I'm asking the people, the traditional, the custodian of this, what are they doing? That Oro will now come out in the daytime. Because of politics, somebody want to campaign. You say for that reason, Oro should come out so that the campaign will not go on, and people are watching. Tomorrow now you come and say, "How do you destroy your culture?" Meanwhile, you are the one destroying it. Oh, Esther, do you see what I'm saying here? When did Oro start coming out in the daytime? Tell me, the traditional custodian of this traditional culture, where are they? Where this is happening in their very eyes? Yet nobody said anything. They kept quiet. They kept quiet. So when you have messed up this culture now, whom are you going to blame at the end of the day? When? Who? No, tell me, who are you going to blame? You will not come and say, we didn't know, it was politics, all those things, it's all about politics. I say, are you serious? Can you eat your cake and have it?
Do you think Peter Obi panders? Do you think he has the spine?
It's good he apologized, Esther. Look, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good, yes, it's good. It's good he apologized. Maybe he didn't address the Olu of Ibadan very well. He addressed him properly so that there will be peace. He did. it's okay. But
right.
when their own brother or whoever or any of their people contravene the same thing anywhere in Nigeria, I hope they will raise up eyebrow like this.
Well, they did when Showore called the president a criminal. They did.
Please,
they called Showore out, and they're even asking for him to be arrested by the DSS.
Please, let me hear.
Showore has also said that Wike is threatening his life.
Please, leave all those ones. These are, they know what they are doing. Don't leave that one. We are talking of people that are not even politically aligned.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's look at insecurity. I told you Abdurazak Abdurrahman is mourning the killing of no fewer than 12 persons, including the Bale of Ogbayo. During a Sunday morning, gunmen attacked Okeode community in Ifelodu, local government area of the state. This is followed the confirmation of the attack by the State Police Command, and the public relations officer there, SP Adetu Ejirademi, said operatives of the command and personnel of the National Forest Security Service swiftly responded to distress calls. But that's not the only thing that took place. An Arise TV young presenter, her name is Crystal Madwago. She was killed in Abuja during a robbery. She's just 29 years old. Very beautiful, lovely young lady. I'm sure you'd have seen her on television on one or two occasions. And her death was actually quite shocking. Her untimely death is actually something that put the voice of a lot of Nigerians out there. How do we tackle insecurity? In your home, you're not safe. You are working, you're not safe. You're on the road, you're not safe. You're in your place of business, you're not safe. How do we tackle this? What is there an agreement somewhere between the defense, with the Air Force, the Nigerian military, with the security apparatus, and this terrorists? I want to understand why we're not seeing a decisive stance in clearing out terrorists. Barrister Darlington, they're not bandits. These guys are killing swiftly daily. Every day you come to the news, you open the news to read, you see one attack or the other. It's happening in broad daylight. They're not afraid of doing what they're doing. So my question is this: is it that they don't know who these individuals are? They don't know who is supplying them weapons? Is this a conspiracy? Others say that the killings and the resurgence of insecurity is politically motivated ahead of 2027. Okay, who is this politics against? If the president is working and doing well for them, giving them all that they need, so what else do they need by the continuation of this insecurity across the country? Others believe that it was the APC that introduced this, but Boko Haram was already in existence during the period of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and it seems to have skyrocketed up until now. So my question is, why is there no decisive action to clear these guys out? Who is using these individuals? And the names that were submitted by the United Arab Emirates, in the Nigerian the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and all the security apparatus are serious in disgracing these individuals. Why haven't they brought out their names? Why haven't they commenced any form of prosecution against these guys? What is the collaboration with these guys and the federal government that the souls of Nigerians are being paid for some certain person sitting down in their home playing chess with the lives of Nigerians?
Esther, were you not here when one Kawo Baraje came to tell you how they imported these terrorists? Is it not on record? Openly before the cameras. Were you not here when El-Rufai told you how he took our taxpayers' money to go and pay them somewhere in the Sahel? Or were you not here when Buhari opened our border and say anybody that has $200 is free to enter Nigeria and you'll be given a visa at the point of entry? Who was he recruiting? Who is that person that will come into Nigeria through the border? Is it the Igbos? No, look at it yourself. I have not told you how these people came in and who were behind them. They know. It's no longer hidden. Esther, were you not here when some northern leaders are hobnobbing and dining and whining with the terrorists? And they will come and tell us that we better agree with what they are saying or there will be no peace in Nigeria. Alik Shegumi said it severally. True or false? Just recently, 3 of them went to go and visit Itoju Bello in his kingdom. And after whining and dining, the man said, "Oh, thank you for coming. You see, your visit cannot be in vain. You know, you see this gun, take some, go and give your government. You see these people, They are no longer useful to me. Take
Is
them.
this an attack against the government? I want to understand. Is this an attack against the government?
Which government? Which government?
The government of the day, of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. People think that is politically motivated.
Hold on, Esther. I'm just telling you here. Under whose watch did these terrorists even come? Who brought them here? Was it not a political party that wanted power at all costs? They said it openly now.
Boko Haram was on since Obasanjo. After Obasanjo did what he did to Yusuf, they came on again during Jonathan's period. It was towards the end that towards the end of Jonathan's administration during the 2015 general elections that we saw massive persons infiltrating the country from the Sahel.
So now, what are you now arguing? No, you now know how they came in here and who brought them. So what is the argument here now? Please, the people that brought them, they are finding it difficult to ask them to go back. That is the issue. When the first Abuja Kaduna train bombing happened, remember the message they sent through that BOI, Bank of Industry managing director. They sent a message through him, which was all over the place. They said that the territory and country called Nigeria should be given to them as agreed.
All right.
They had an agreement with them. That's why they are finding it difficult to renege on that agreement.
They had an agreement with them.
Yeah, they said it through the Mamu, that media aide to Sheikh Gumi. This is in the public domain. You are still asking questions. The question now you are now the question now Nigerians should be asking APC. Why did you bring terrorists into Nigeria because you want power? Or were you not aware that they brought these people to fight for them in case Jonathan renege to hand over? Is it not on record? Buhari said that he was even surprised that Jonathan had to surrender. He said it, that he was surprised when Jonathan conceded power.
So
with all these things, were you not here in this country when elder statesmen sued Buhari to court for being the arrowhead of insecurity in Nigeria? They sued him for 50 billion. It did not happen in this country. So who will come out today and be asking, how did this thing happen? Who did it? Who brought it? You and I know. Meanwhile, these same people are looking for a way to get into power. And because of your gullibility over here, nobody is looking at this particular issue.
President, let's take a very short break.
I was thinking they would tell the North.
Short break, and then when we return, we'll continue with the conversation.
Never think of coming to power again for what you have done.
To take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cut fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cut fuse and distribution board, Nipo cut fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry. I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cut fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cut fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy-duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you pico.
Hallelujah! The Christian Men's Forum of Living World Church, an arm of Living World Ministries International, presents its biannual men's empowerment program with the theme Power to Make Wealth and Prosper. This Independence Day, Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at Donald's House, 60 Ojuelegba Road, opposite UBA, Surulere, Lagos. Come and be empowered as seasoned experts. Teach on export business, stock investment, mutual bonds, treasury bills, bank loans, and the new tax law coming next year. It's absolutely free with free refreshments for everyone. Plus, the first 10 people to text I will be there to 0805 522 8727 will receive 10,000 naira each, and the next 10 will get 5,000 naira each. But you must be present to claim your gift. Don't miss this golden opportunity. Join us and receive the power to make wealth and prosper. Christian Men's Forum, building men, building nations.
Attention, young professionals, business owners, and first-time investors. Are you tired of hearing about real estate scams, struggling to raise funds, or wondering how to profit in today's property market? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025 is your chance to learn from experts, connect with decision makers, and discover how to grow your wealth through real estate. Join us on Saturday, 1st November at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, International Airport Road, Lagos, from 10 a.m. Highlights, explosive sessions on real estate investments, explore fundings and mortgage options, understand government housing policies, network with developers, banks and investors, access exhibitions and insider opportunities. Participation fee 50,000 naira only. Call or WhatsApp 0707 115 4297 0707 115 4297 to register. The Niger Landlord Summit 2025. Knowledge, networking, wealth creation. Powered by VOP 90.3 FM.
All right, welcome back. This is the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachiko. You've been listening to Barrister Darlington Agumor. Barrister, how are you? I hope you're able to. You took water during the break, right?
Did you give me any?
You always hold your water now. You not sip water. You not sip it. You needed to sip it too, so your temperature will come down.
No coffee. Like that, your guess of it.
Which one?
You know them.
Hey, Koto.
You know them.
Oh my God. Barrister Darlington, there are complaints that Nigeria's political space has become acidic and toxic because of elections.
Yes.
How do we create a sense of harmonization? Every individual is free to support and present whom they want to present, regardless of their political or religious leaning. Why is that different in this part of the world, whereby if you choose to support someone from a different political party or a different ethnic group, and if you possibly criticize the person, you're seen as an enemy, you're seen as a hater, you're seen as somebody who is a bigot? But if you choose to supposedly support the same person, and anything the person does that is wrong, you're blind to it. So how did this happen, and how do we stop it? How do we ensure that the conversation we're having is how to move Nigeria forward? Development is not something that is considered a priority. Insecurity is bedeviling us. Our education sector seriously needs an overhauling. In terms of infrastructure, even if the government of the day says they want to prioritize in it, we're derailing in that. Health sector, nothing is working. No employment opportunities. Our youth are literally looking for jobs every day. The government promises something, but the reality is not what is being seen. And this has been an endemic problem, not just with this administration, but with administrations before. And as it stands now, because the 2027 election is what everyone is focusing on, the money is being hoarded, the money is not circulating, and the persons, especially at below the ladder, are actually feeling the brunt. So how do we create a sense of harmonization, not destabilize the policy, remove the acidity and the toxicity, so Nigerians can understand that they have no choice but to work together?
The rise and fall of any government is the personalities involved. Esther, is it not men that create war where there should be none in the first place? both the First and the Second World War, was it not human beings that created it, that funded it, that championed it, until the world realized where he was going and stopped him? So whatever you are saying now is orchestrated by individuals who are too selfish. As far as they are concerned, politics is about violence. That is their own brand of politics, and there is nothing you can do about it. Then secondly, you know something happened in the Bible which most people are neglecting. When Cain killed his brother Abel, God placed a curse on him. God placed a serious curse and said he should be wandering all over the world, and that anybody that kills him he will equally curse anybody that kill him. So do you think that Cain did not go about to searing children all over the spread and spreading them along the line? That was one mistake God made, because the cause of murder is still with that Cain and his lineage. And some unfortunate ladies may have fallen in love with them, and they have produced children of their kind.
You say unfortunate ladies?
Of course, how would they know that this seed came from Cain, and who is carrying a curse of God? Did anybody remove that curse? The worst thing that can happen to a people is to be under a curse, and nobody has removed that curse. Seriously, whatever they do, that curse will play a role in that particular affair. No, don't joke about. Go and check in the Bible. Everything that was said about a particular people is happening till today, till tomorrow. Nothing can change it. So most times people neglect some of these important factors in our life. The Americans, I told you their story, they realized their own, and they went to do amendment with the Red Indians, the remaining ones. That was why their president stopped dying violent deaths. In fact, that was what even saved Donald Trump. They would have gotten him. I'm not joking. So when people refuse to learn from history, my dear, they will repeat history. Something happened in Warri. Immediately the president Olu of Warri was installed. The following day, he removed an ancient curse that was placed on the people of Warri. And he was aware of this thing. He removed it. But here, when we make reference, they say, hey, why should you say that? But the thing is haunting all of us. Two of us. Esther, the major political problem we have had in this country, where did it come from? And it's still coming from up to today. Where did it come from? No, answer me. Where did it come from? Who caused it? Let us continue to pretend. You know what even beats me? You cannot put your problem on my head. It will not stand. No matter how you deceive yourself, no matter how you are wasting your time trying to be what you are not. Meanwhile, we know better. That is the truth. Go back to your root. Go back to the drawing board. Go and see. Go and check. Why can you continue to pretend and deceive people? When you know the truth about yourself and what you represent and what you stand for, you don't want people to say it, but you know the truth. Look, denying the truth does not mean that it does not exist. I hope you know.
And
from generation to generation.
How do we resolve this? Yes, it feels like this whole thing is a politically motivated move. It seems state sponsored because we heard that some people pay these people money to push this agenda, on social media or across the algorithm. Unfortunately, some people are cashing out, but some people are genuinely following the narrative they are putting out there. Some people who don't even know what the purpose is are literally just buying into it, like exuding the hate or the acidity or the toxicity. They don't even know that it's an agenda deliberately being festered, for political reasons. Okay,
Esther,
go ahead.
Do you know that what Jonathan did in 2015? There are certain people in this country, they will never do it.
Obviously,
are you aware?
Obviously.
They will never do it. For what? They will say it is out of cowardice. Why should you be afraid? Why do you want to give up? Kiniko. But Jonathan did what? He saw, even though there are grounds to challenge that election result. Is that not true? Even what happened to P2B in 2023, clear evidence is there. We saw it. Everybody saw it. Thank God, today now they are confessing to what they did. I know people in this country, because of where they come from, what they will never agree. Esther, Nigeria would rather burn than for them to agree. What does that tell you?
Barrister, finally, we need to open the phone lines. The African Democratic Congress has urged Atiku Abubakar, former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, and other prominent figures to register their respective wards before the end of this year. The National Publicity Secretary of the ADC, Bolaji Abdulhaili, recently reaffirmed the caucus's resolution that all coalition members resign from their current political parties and register fully with the ADC. So Peter Obi is yet to register with the ADC. Atiku has left PDP. He was supposed to collect his membership card. I don't know what happened. They stalled at that ceremony, as well as Babachir Lawal. Now, for Peter Obi, there are fears that the ADC may not really consider him as a presidential candidate, and he's consulting. Very recently, he was given an ultimatum. However, Peter Obi has responded that after the Anambra governorship election, then he'll become fully integrated into the ADC. A couple of people think that Peter Obi should not run in the ADC. He should possibly see how he can work and ensure that the Labour Party is stabilized. Other people feel that as it stands, Peter Obi may not even have a chance, but he rather backs Jonathan or backs Atiku one way or the other. But with what is currently at play, the ADC is saying that they need to set their house on track. Those who have not gotten their membership card cannot continue to make decisions in the party when they haven't gotten their membership card. So what's your take on this?
Yes, I remember when ADC people were complaining that they have not been integrated. Some people from, I do not CPC, I be Labour Party. They were complaining that they have not been integrated into ADC.
It's the Obedient movement.
Yes. And I was asking yourself, your principal, has he entered into that party? He's the one that wouldn't champion the cause. Look at my people, they have not gotten anything. Did I not say it here? You know, Esther, I am really reluctant to say things, so I'm not joking. Because the last time I said things, you saw the reaction.
Barrister,
So
how come it got to this issue and you're now reluctant? But you cannot be reluctant to discuss other issues.
Because this particular one now, you saw what pandered, as if you don't know, Abi. You didn't see what happened.
What happened?
I'm now looking at them, those who claim that they know better, to now champion this cause and let us see results. That's what I'm saying. Because I have told you several that there are certain things that should be done that is not being done, even as of today. It's not being done. And we are not talking of village council meeting or village leadership. We are talking of Nigeria. There are things that ought to have been done by now. Consolidate your position and all that. We are not seeing that. But I keep hearing it is part of the strategy. I said, okay, let me now keep quiet and watch this strategy come to light. Is there anything wrong with that? No, did I say anything wrong? Let us allow them now so that they strategize properly, so that my opinion will not derail them according to those who were attacking me that time. I prefer to, is it Fifth Amendment, Abi? I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Barrister, are you the fear?
Fear who?
Who?
Fear who?
Barrister.
Fear who?
Barrister Darlington.
Who are you?
You dey give water. You know what collect water.
Collect from who? Am I contesting election? Am I contesting election?
Barrister Darlington. Okay, let's take your reactions, please. I beg you, let your comments be clean. No defamation, no abuse. Do not abuse or insult anybody. Please don't insult the president. Don't insult anybody. Don't insult any ethnic group. Just logically pass across your reaction or criticism on recommendation to the conversations that we have had. If you do that, I will cut you off. That's very true. We don't do toxicity here. We're not acidic set of persons here. If your mindset is bitter, I beg you, please go to the altar of Jesus Christ and let him help your life. That's what I'm going to say for now. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number to send your WhatsApp messages to. All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello. Good evening.
First caller on the program. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Esther
Welcome.
Chidemma Wachuku. Emphasis on Chidemma.
Go ahead, sir.
I had her yesterday and I took it down.
Thank you.
So whenever I call you, you always remember that name. Chidemma.
Okay.
My name is Peter Ustipo. I'm calling from Abure, Nikotum.
Okay, welcome, sir.
I bid your guest good evening too.
Barrister Darlington.
Barrister Darlington, I'm greeting you, sir.
Well done.
It's your friend that is greeting you. I agree with you on the point you have made today, especially on Shore. You know, telling us about Nnamdi Kanu, advising us on what to do, or the Igbos on what, saying something anyway, but he did not give the actual advice. And you asked him, what type of advice does he want from the section of Nigeria that is advising him? You should be specific, instead of going around the bush, that or that. Then, for the last one, that's I've forgotten now. Okay, let me give others a chance to talk. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Peter, for calling. Thank you. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name,
Good
sir?
evening. My name is James Agassi. I'm calling from Aradago, Badagry.
Oh, wow. Welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, Wokobo, Uba, Yekenengo. Barrister Darlington, there's something I want to say about Showore, Sometimes, there's some things when somebody says something. I got your idea, but sometimes when somebody talks, even if it's your enemy, you reason the way he talks, maybe it may be true. I'm reasoning sure that he's saying the right thing. I do agree with your analysis anyway. You are my person. But for this one now, for sure, if you check it for what's said by our Igbo politicians, I'm seeing him that what he's saying is right. Because if they are doing things well, the way it's supposed to be, our brother is not supposed to be there, for my own thinking. That's what I want to say, sir. Yeah, thank you and God bless you all. Yeah.
Thank you very much. But Barrister Darlington, do you think that the reason is because of some certain things that transpired at the time when Nnamdi Kanu was around, where, he has a lot of following? He established a security outfit even without the consent of the state governors. He refused to dialogue. A couple of people think he was too arrogant. Because of the cult-like followership, it got to his head, became too proud, refused to seek the advice of elders. Maybe that's the reason why some of the Southeast leaders actually prefer him remaining in custody.
Who told you that anybody wants him to remain where he is? Esther.
Oh, you just heard what Shawara said.
What he said does not matter here, seriously.
A couple of people still think like that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let me give you an instance. Remember Nnamdi Kanu, in Nnamdi Kanu's case in court recently, the lawyer actually was shouting and lamenting outside the court, calling out the Southeast leaders, calling out the Southeast governors for not speaking on his behalf and ensuring that his release is negotiated. You did not listen to that.
Esther, please listen and listen well. I have told you here, if you have a father in Abraham, it's likely that you may not go to hell. Are you aware? Look at the trajectory here from Sunday Igboho to Showore. Why were they let off the hook? Where were they before Tinubu came into office? Were they not incarcerated?
Barrister Darlington.
Hold on, I'm coming, so that you understand what I'm going. This northern terrorists that have been pampered, is it not because their brother was in office, Buhari? You saw what they did with Nigeria when Buhari was there. Did they even think of anything against them? Okay, the 400 names, listen, the 400 names that have been given to us as sponsors for terrorism. What is going on with them, Esther? Now, in the Southeast, please, Tell me that thing that we need to do that we did not do concerning Nnamdi Kanu. Which Igbo leader, which Igbo organization that have not gone to Aso Rock to plead with Buhari and now with Tinubu to release this young man? Tell me. You mean this peaceful way we are taking this in is not enough? Is that what you are telling me, Esther? What do you want these governors to do? Tell me. Remembering that they are not in one political party. Dave Umahi is there, APC. Sopozodema, number 4 to number 1, APC is there. Who is now ruling Imo State from Aso Rock. With this...
Peter Mba, I heard that Peter Mba is the president's person.
Good. So, with this political divide, do you think they will come and sit in one place and say, releasing Nnamdi Kanu? These other people they release, Esther, please, somebody should call and tell me. Was there any time political leaders in the Southwest came together, the governors came together and say, Buhari, if you don't release Shawore, Nigeria will burn?
Were you there? Are you sure?
Oh God.
I'm just asking, are you sure they didn't speak for him? And are you sure they didn't do the same thing for Sunday? They did.
I am coming. If they did, what was the result?
It worked.
It worked in what way? Did the Buhari release them until Tinubu came into office? Esther, what are you saying? Did the Buhari release them? Was it not when Tinubu came that 2 of them were released? Tell me if I'm lying. It is because we don't have anybody there. They neglected the real issues here and they are blaming everybody. Please, all the things they are doing against the Igbos, did they consult Igbo leader before they will take the decision and action? Tell me. When they took number 4 to number 1, did the Igbos approve of it? But we said because it's the Supreme Court ruling, we kept quiet. Is that not what happened? I don't like this blame game as if the Igbos don't know what they want. No, don't say so.
All right.
The Nnamdi Kanu, he said it. Please, with what happened in the north so far, the people there, the terrorists there, have they not done 100 times worse things than Nnamdi Kanu was accused of doing? Tell me.
Okay.
So
hello?
how do you not defend that?
Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? Mr. Robert, your mic is muted. You're actually muted. Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Thank God. This thing is saying something troubleshoot with the mic. Those calling on WhatsApp, I don't know.
So, Esther, please,
hello?
Let people stop blaming.
Hello.
Good evening, how are you?
Well, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening. So let me tell you something.
Please, what's your name, sir? All right, sir.
From Kaduna.
Okay.
Please, let me advise my brother, Valentine. You know, in Imo State, there's a common word. Nagwe cheke. Nagwe cheke is even German. When one person comes for him, I think Amadi Pechi. It's a very common language.
Yeah, Nakwe check, yes.
Yeah, Nakwe check. It is not easy to utter such word. Darlington, another one is the president of our nation is the first citizen of this nation. The wife is the first lady. You see, is our president the oldest person in the whole nation? It's not the oldest person. There will be people who senior him. Then, no matter whatever people do call the man, it's a respect as my senior brother. He is the senior there. If Peter B go to his place, he cannot get up and hug Peter B. Like in Igbo culture. If they make you a king now, if a president come and he want to maintain the Igbo culture, he will bend down while you are sitting down that place and greet you. Thank you. I want to remind you this two things.
I know what you're saying, but but for peace to reign, Esther.
Hello.
For peace to reign.
Barrister David.
Yes, my dear.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Esther, good evening, man. I greet you, Barrister.
Yes.
I cherish what you said. You know, what you already said. It's like, according to you, or the way I interpret it is like instigating a particular.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my name is Robert.
Yes.
Sorry to mention my name. But it's not supposed to be like that. Well, what you have said is not bad anyway. And my own, I displease the way the government is continuing to hold Nnamdi Kanu, in incarceration. So, but what I will also say about Showore, today I listened to him. He said if you will take him to shed his blood as a reason for this country to move forward, he's ready to do so. Sir, Mr. Abai said this. If you look at Showore, he's been fighting these people for a very long time. He did not start from this Tinubu regime alone. He started far back when he was a student, in University of Lagos. He fought the military, he fought Abacha, he fought Babangida, he fought all of them. And he still stands by it today. To me, after Gani Pabemi, honestly, it is Showore as far as human rights activity is concerned in Nigeria. Okay. Thank you very much.
Esther, Tinubu fought under Nadeko. Oh my God. You see, my Bible is correct. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Tinubu fought under Nadeko. Nobody knew where he was going and where he was coming from. Today, what happened?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello?
Welcome, sir. I can hear you. What's your name, sir?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Very well, sir. What's your name?
But I can't hear you.
Go ahead.
All right. I am Leka. I'm calling from Igondo.
From Igondo. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the good work you're doing.
Thank you so much, sir.
I want to speak on insecurity. During the Jonathan administration, when Azuike Hejrika was the chief of army staff, he made a comment. He said, when he saw the Boko Haram upsurge, he addressed his troops. He said that they should be in warm mood. That from his observation, Nigeria is in a state of war. He rallied them and went into full blast to defeat terrorism. But Buhari,
Sir, you don't have all the day.
And
you don't have all the day.
All of them rose and they fought.
Okay. 08036929933. Please, when you call, have your thoughts in order. I beg you, please. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello?
Hello, Esther, can you hear me?
Mr. C2, happy Monday to you.
Yeah, that's me. We are fine. We are good. And you?
I am fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening.
Esther.
Sir?
I want to say something here very clearly.
Okay.
We shouldn't, people like me, I won't watch and see things that were supposed to be done by Igbo politicians, these governors, these Igwe, PG, and these senators, and all these, whatever they call their name in the southeast.
Okay.
I won't, how am I going to put it now? And watch these politicians in our land, somebody to praise them, or somebody to think that these people are for us. They are not. Let me give you an instance. You mentioned something here about maybe they think Nnamdi Kanu is arrogant, or they think, or maybe you just say something about it now.
Yeah.
The reason why I call is to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is not arrogant. Nnamdi Kanu was never a selfish person, or rather, he wants to make himself Lord on Igbo people. No, he was somebody who loved his people, understand his fight. These politicians in the southeast, they are listening now. Let me tell them one thing. When we were campaigning for them to form security to checkmate Fulani terrorists that were murdering our people in the bush, the only thing you cannot do is to show these pictures now. We will send it to you. We are a woman in Nebon. We are raped and killed in his farm. The boy were caught, a Fulani boy, a 11-year-old boy, said that he was did only once and he killed the woman. Where was this Igbo politicians? What about the girl that come back from Canada, from Uli? The Fulani catch this girl, caught her, and let her bush. You know they always kill people so that people will be scared. Where were these Igbo politicians, I ask you? If Nnamdi Kanu is arrogant, Ask them. They should publish the letter Nnamdi Kanu read to them, pleaded with them, from security to defend our people. Please don't allow these people to come and be killing our people. The letter is with them. Ask them. They should publish the letter. Let's see. Ask them what was Nnamdi Kanu demanding in the southeast. Let's publish all these things so the whole world, those people who want Nnamdi Kanu to die, shame on you. Publish the letter Nnamdi Kanu wrote to Igbo politicians and publish what he asked them to establish in Igbo land so that he leave this agitation. They cannot publish all these things. Or they can say, whether it's arrogant. These Igbo politicians, let me ask them this question. How many Igbo people went to North and raped people in their farm and killed them? How many people? You are not ashamed that somebody from Sahel came down all the way from, God knows where these people came from, came in Igbo land. It's a taboo for you to rape a woman in his farm and kill her. A taboo. But these Igbo politicians watch it happen in our land, and they watching Nnamdi Kanu, who single-handedly formed security to checkmate these Fulani killers in our land. He successfully did it. What the devil man he did, he formed a bubago. Devil man he formed a bubago. This, who are these bubago? If you people ask who they are Fulanis and Yorubas are into it. Hey. Don't forget, see, we have
Situ, thank you very much. You've exceeded your time. Thank you for calling. I've told you not to make any derogatory statements against anybody, in as much as you're passing across your thoughts. All right? It's very, very imperative.
Nature, Esther.
Yes, sir?
Nature abhors a vacuum. Whenever there's a vacuum, nature will try to fill it. If this insecurity issue in the Southeast was taken care of by the governors and politicians, I don't think Nnamdi Kanu would have formed ESN.
So do you agree with what Shiwere was saying now? That's the line of thought he's saying. That's what Shiwere is saying, that the politicians and the governors are not doing enough, that they sort of, their silence and their inability to stand firm. So you're confirming what he said with what Situ just projected now. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
No, but Barrister, you just confirmed. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Madam Esther.
Good evening, sir.
And Barrister Darlington. My greetings to both of you. Barrister, you're doing well. You are doing very greatly. Okay, yes. I thank you for what you are doing. This is Boyesen from Afro Media.
Boyesen, welcome. Happy Monday.
Thank you.
Your
thank you. I wish you
change every time, Boyesen.
I don't know. You are the one saying that. I don't know.
All right.
It's all right. You see, what I have to say is this. I want to talk about Pengasen and New Peng.
Okay.
That's where I want to talk. In fact, gone are the days when we had Pengasen that was doing very well, that had the people at heart. The ones we have now are just selfish. They are just after their own pockets, like Barrister already said. So I remember those days of Kokori and so on. Pengasen, when they say they stand on, they fight for the people. But this time around, why don't they fight federal government that has refused to allow the refineries to work? Why would they try and cage this man who is now just doing something? Why can't they ask the federal government to let the refineries work, so that that's where the Pengasen and the Nupeng, when they now talk, we know, yes, they're serious about it. So all what they're doing now is just after their own pocket. So let them allow this man to go ahead and do it. It's a private business after all. The one we have as Nigeria's own NNPC, where the refineries, where are they? So that's just what I want to say. So I salute Barrister for saying he continues to say the truth, and God will bless him. Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you so much for calling, sir. All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening.
Hi. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Hi. This is A to the Flow from PA, USA. Pennsylvania, USA.
Wait, hold on. Let me join you rapping. This is A to the Flow from Pennsylvania, USA, yeah?
Yo, man.
Welcome, A to the Flow.
My mother, Esther, and the Honorable Barrister. Thanks for your analysis. But I disagree with you in the about Showere's speech. I think he's trying to tell. I think what he was trying to say was, he meant the Igbo are supposed to probably protest because it's illegal. The way he was arrested is illegal, and the court also
authenticated
the government to release him. So the Igbos are supposed to protest about that. So maybe that was what he was trying to say, not the war or that you're thinking. So that's the aspect. And in the aspect of Pegasus, I think Dangote, if I understand what's going on now, I think Dangote suspended or removed some workers from his company, something like that. So I think the workers are supposed to be in a union.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to, Dangote is not supposed to send them off.
Okay.
So that's what I have to say.
Thank you
very
A
much.
to the flow. Welcome. Hello. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
Yes, my name is Uchenna.
Uchenna. Calling from where, sir?
I'm calling from Okota.
From Okota?
Yes.
All right, it's also Okota.
Yes, I greet your.
Uchenna, go ahead.
I greet your guest, Pastor Darlington. Good evening, sir.
Very much.
Well done, Uchenna.
Okay. Like the last caller said, the story that is saying that the Igbo politicians and leaders are not doing right what they're supposed to do. Nnamdi Kanu case, I don't think is Igbo affair. Yes, even though he's standing for the people of Igbo tribe, but then he's standing for justice, equity, and fairness.
Okay.
Now, when it is like this, why is it that they are expecting Igbos to stand? Why is Showore and other people from other tribes not standing against what the judiciary is doing or what the Nigerian state is doing against the man? Why? All that he said earlier before this time came to pass. We are seeing it before us. Everybody is feeling the heat. We are feeling the pain. That is why every time on the radio, everybody is lamenting. Which way? What is the solution? And we are talking, how are we going to better Nigeria? Now we are leaving him suffering even in the low states of health in the DSS dungeon. Man, we have to call spade. The Nigerian state is not treating this young man right or Igbo tribe right. Please.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello,
Esther. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you for staying.
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Okay. Good evening, Barrister Darling.
Good evening.
Yeah. My name is Daniel and I'm calling from Igdimo.
All right, Daniel. Please go ahead.
Okay. I just came and Shore's statement as well. But God bless you, sir. I really thank you for the way you spoke about this Nnamdi Kanu case. Esther, if you remember, some months back, this issue came up on the station in this program, and I called also and I asked the question, and I said, "How is it? Is it the Igbo people? Are they the president that was supposed to say, okay, let this guy go, or are they the courts that are holding Nnamdi Kanu?" Remember, before of the former Hades and Debo. How many times did he go to meet Tinubu over this matter with all his cabinet? During Buhari, how many times did he go to meet Buhari? In fact, it was after the last visit he paid to Nnamdi Kanu that man died. I mean, the Meti Wanyawo, because DSS made him to walk the distance that he's not supposed to walk to because he was not healthy.
Yeah.
And they said that he cannot drive to a certain point.
Exactly. They forgot all this. They want
Hello?
to.
He has to stop the cows. That was after that journey. He came back and was hospitalized. He did not survive from that hospital and he died. I remember vividly that the Igbo government, whether they pretended or they did not pretend, or they went there genuinely, but it's on record that they have gone to see Buhari. They are also going to see Tinubu. 5 of them.
All right.
And about this Nnamdi Kanu's case. So what would the Igbo people do? That's my question. What would we should go and protest so that they will also arrest us and say, oh, these are IPO and put us in jail.
All right.
What do they to spit the hand of any politician, whether they like Nnamdi Kanu or not. It is the federal government, it is the president or the.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Godwin, calling from Idimu.
From Idimu. All right,
Yes,
Godwin, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I have to first of all appreciate the good work you are doing there.
Thank you very much.
And our barrister is really doing very well. I really want to talk in respect of just about the Dangote issue with this Pegasus.
Okay.
This Pegasus, they forgot that Dangote is in a free process zone. That area he is a free zone. And if you like, you may not sell to Nigeria. Whatever they produce in that place is for outside this country. Dangote was just trying to help. Yes, Dangote was just trying to help Nigeria.
Exactly, my brother.
By right, to help us.
Exactly.
If not for Dangote, would have been buying fuel now in this country for about 2,000 naira per liter. I swear to God, may God bless Dangote for us. Honestly speaking, if a Pegasus feel otherwise, they are big. They should go and open their own refinery, or they set up a small refinery for themselves and start competing with Dangote. Simple thing. So Dangote is just helping Nigerians. So all Nigerians should back Dangote to continue helping us, as God will continue to bless him for us. That's what I have to just say about that thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a free zone. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take some messages. Please, a couple of you call in. Please just calm down, okay? Just calm down. Thank you very much. So, good evening, Esther. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. My name is Gabriel from Ikorodu. There is a saying that if you're going to eat with the devil, you must use a long spoon. Peter Obi understands the caliber of people he's dealing with in that coalition. Let us not take him for a fool. I love how he's going about this coalition issue. He's being tactical. Imagine if he had declared before now, when it is becoming clearer that Atiku will insist on running. Are you expecting him after declaring for the coalition? If he fails to get the ticket on the ADC, knowing fully well, would you expect him to do that at that moment? We heard that during 2023 primary election, how Ghana must go bag of money floated both in PDP and APC primaries. I'm foreseeing Obi contesting under Labour. ADC cunningly wanted to use Obi to shine and reward Atiku with the presidential seat. Obi's wiser. For Nnamdi Kanu, that man must not die in DSS custody. Federal government should do the needful. If they really want us to have peace, they should release him. All right, thank you very much. Good evening to you and to Esther and Barrister Darlington. I always laugh whenever Mr. Peter Osifo calls, and I always say, let's see what he has for us. That's whenever Mr. Situ calls too. Two of them are something else in their own way of use. We're going to continue to protect Barrister Darlington for us. Amen. Godson from Surulere. Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. With due respect, sir, most times your analysis seems very hard for people to understand you. The Western governors did not come together for the release of Shura and Sunday Igboho, but on the ground they spoke with one voice for their people. The Igbo governors are using Nnamdi Kanu to buy favor from the Igbo slave masters. Barrister Darlington, please make your analysis more plain. It seems you're not straight enough. The other one Igbo man said he feels like vomiting hearing Madam Rita Edochie asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. She's referring to Joe Igbokwe. And you know Joe Igbokwe works for the APC, so obviously he has to speak on behalf of the party. Self-determination is every person's right. The Igbos are trading with Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. My name is Reverend Dr. Richard Chidi from Ikotu.
Are you serious? Esther.
Sir?
Please, which other underground move are you talking about that we are not aware? Remember when Bianca Ojukwu was appointed?
Barrister Darlington.
Remember?
The Yorubas, when they talk and do stuff, they do it silently. They don't talk about what they want to do.
Please let me hear. Don't say that, please.
I should not say that.
Please let me
There
hear.
were secret calls to release Sunday Igboho. They did all of the conversation behind the camera.
Please, that was under Tinubu, not under Buhari.
Okay.
Under Buhari, they didn't say a word. Under Buhari, they did not say a word. What are you saying? Was it not under Buhari that the Fulanis invaded the southwest, killed a powerful Assurance's daughter and all that? So what did they do that time?
All right, good evening.
They formed Amoteku. With Amoteku, have the insecurity stopped in the southwest?
Good evening, Peter Esther and Barrister Darlington. Please, Shura has suffered many things for this country. Mr. Darlington, I have just one question for you. Have you ever spent a day in jail for standing up against any government in Nigeria? Just because you hate Shura doesn't mean you shouldn't be objective when analyzing anything that concerns him. Ajiri from Bariga. Barrister Darlington, do you hate Shura?
In fact, look at me. Look at me. Why not look at the message and leave the messenger? I just gave you instances, and nobody have answered those questions. I said, with what Showore have done and said against Tinubu, if anybody from the southeast were to say it, will the person be walking free? Why not answer that question for me?
Good evening, Esther Watchcom, Barrister Darlington. Barrister Darlington, sentiments aside, what is wrong, and there is no point defending Peter Obi. An individual of his status and exposure should know the right words to use as a function like the coronation of a king. Could he have called the King of English his brother when he went for his coronation? Esther, irrespective of the nation that is involved or affected at a particular instance, there would always be conflict in this world, and weapons manufacturers will always seek out opportunities to exhibit and sell their products even at peacetime. On the Pengassin issue, what is Labour doing to enable government at all levels to provide employment for the teeming unemployed youth? Make them leave Dangote and his refinery. Now money Pengassin them they find. If Dangote allows his staff to do union, Pengassin will make money through membership dues. Make them go they do their union at the unproductive government refineries. Architect Olalekon in Ijaye. Architect Olalekon.
You remember when I told Peter Obi to speak less and talk less? Maybe you should have a spokesperson. Remember? Have I not been saying it?
I think it's the handler, his Twitter handler, or somebody that made that mistake, because it maybe somebody typed that thing for him.
Good. What I'm saying in essence is that there are certain things he should do himself and not everything. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I think it's somebody that wrote that thing.
Yeah, so that there can be a disclaimer.
And the person may be very young. I may not really even understand the importance of certain.
I am sure if Peter Obi were to visit that palace,
he visited before the coronation.
I know. If that's before the tweet now.
Yes, he did. Yes.
If he were, he would have done the needful, because whenever you want to visit any palace, the court assistants will tell you how to greet the particular king. Are you getting what I'm saying? I have experienced it before. They will tell you.
So you think the person tweeting for him has put him in trouble?
Is it not likely? So what I'm saying is that this is, for me, is not the issue. The issue is that he was humble enough to, commiserate with him and even apologize. But the people that threatened us and did all sorts of things to us.
Good evening, Esther Watchcom, Barrister Darlington. What I have to say this evening, Nigeria is not ready to change the nation, because there is one law in Nigeria. One is for Igbos and one for other Nigerians. As long as Nigerians allow illegality, nothing will work. Michael Anwumwere. Barrister Darlington, please stop attacking Showore, because the man is really an activist. I'm an Igbo guy, but I so much respect him. Esther Chidima Wachkwede Grito, Frank Noble. All right. Barrister Darlington, I was confirmed by a famous media personality on Owerri called Nonsonkwa that some Igbo political elites are secretly hindering Nnamdi Kanu's release. He discovered this when he was arrested and taken to the DSS office in Abuja by Hope Uzodinma for criticizing his government. So stop saying that all Igbo leaders are working tirelessly for Nnamdi Kanu's release. They only come in public and pretend as if they are working for his release, but secretly they're working against his release. Frank Noble.
Okay, I've heard it.
All right, Barrister. Sometimes one can't make a single sense of Mr. Darlington's comments. What does he mean? Twisting the narrative and bringing tribe into the matter. Was Tinubu there when Showore started governor's criticism of support for Kanu? Mr. Darlington, who is there sitting comfortably? How many times has he attended the trial of Nnamdi Kanu? Or staged a protest on his behalf for government bad policies? Sometimes, or a lot of times, Mr. Darlington sounds very confused. On August 25, when you raised an issue with Showore, the IGP and FG matter, in anger, he said Showore should be jailed for protesting, amongst many annoying comments he made, which I would revert back to him. Mr. Darlington also should be in maximum security in Kirikiri, since his comments has classified Nigeria as hold on please. Okay, has classified Nigeria as a jungle. Esther, ask yourself, why has Mr. Darlington not been arrested by Buhari and Tinubu? Maybe they also kept him on radio, so it doesn't look like no one is criticizing government. Did the Eza Indi will say worse than Mr. Darlington? Tay.
Kai, Esther.
Tay.
Can you imagine this kind of, where do I put this in?
Tay, do you see the way I'm blushing? I really need to see you.
Listen, Esther. On that particular day, I raised an issue when Showore was criticizing the IGP, calling him illegal IGP.
You said he was not supposed to.
Exactly.
He was not supposed to do that. The IGP is right.
Under the point of law, you see what ignorance can cause. The president went to National Assembly and amended that particular position. that accommodated the tenure elongation. So he did it properly under the law.
That's the IGP.
Yes, he did it properly under the law. The president did not just wake up and say, Mr. Ekpetoku, stay there.
All right.
He went through the National Assembly, the law was amended, and the tenure elongation was approved before it was carried out. And I said, if Sowore mean what he's saying, he should be attacking the president for elongating that particular position
instead of IGP.
Exactly.
All right.
Is that not what I said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, good evening.
The law was amended.
Oh, this person is playing back. Oh, hello. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Welcome.
Dr. Darlington.
Well done, my brother.
This is Mayor from Preston.
Mayor, how are you, sir?
Fine, I'm fine. Well done. Let me start from the issue of B2B and the newly crowned of Oliver. Most of these things, yes, most of these things are not our fault. People are just creating mountain out of molehill.
Okay.
Nigeria is in a very big mess, and you're talking about what other word when somebody says this is my brother. Some people can say brother from another mother. So what else? Will you have called him my enemy? The two of them were governors at the same time. And it could be that they were closer at governors' forum of Cocaine Apply. It could be most of these governors, they go behind, they have certain things in common that will make them to be like that for the same mother. So why would people now, and the same thing that Atiku, the same phrase that Atiku used, President Atiku, the current president used. So why the people are, these things are, Nigeria is in a very deeper mess than all this looking for what people be said, what people did not say. So I advise us to look for the black goats in the daytime because what we are passing through, only God that can save us. That is for me.
Thank you very much.
Please, that guy has not, not reached that guy, that ticket. So maybe if he's hearing me,
what?
What is it?
What did you say?
The ticket from my papa, the ticket from my papa that I told you last week.
Okay. He has not reached out to you.
He has not reached me. So I sent a WhatsApp message.
Chike from my papa, please, if you're listening to this broadcast, send a message. You're
send me the
actually
message.
getting us worried, true.
Yeah,
because you always call all the time. Chike, please kindly reach out to us. Or if anyone is close to Chike and knows something, please send us a message, all right? It's actually getting worrisome, to be honest with you. Thank you, Mayor, for calling. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, turn down the volume of your radio, please. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, Macaulay from Mafoluku.
Macaulay from Mafoluku. All right, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is to our dear Barrister Darlington.
Well done, bro.
Yeah, Barrister, I'm so happy for all your analysis. No matter how other negative thinkers may look at your own submission, they are all appropriate. Keep it on. And I say, I have this question to ask. Will Nigeria ever be good with all these different complaints here and there? And government doesn't seem to react positive to all these complaints. Will Nigeria ever be good?
All right, thank you very much.
And all these tribal issues between the Yoruba, these and
all right, thank you very much. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Support Dangote 100%. This Pengasin, they're not after Nigerians, rather fighting for their pockets. So let Dangote be. Pengasin, whom una help because this is Lady T from Sunere. If Tinubu refuses to release Kanu, whoever that takes over will release him. God will judge him and his hatred to Igbos. Jerry from Ikeja, hatred kwa. Jerry, hatred. That's a strong word to use. In the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, Sowore is challenging Abure, David Umahi, and other prominent people from the southeast. Good evening, Esther. I greet your guest, Mr. Darlington. Sowore is talking sense because for how long now are they going to be negotiating? Momo Ayodele. All right, one more. Tinubu fought with Nadeko, and today he's in power fighting those that fought with him. Timothy from Idimu. Okay.
Esther.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. Please hold on. I am so sorry. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. This is Nkoye in Ikotu. Showore Omoyele on Nnamdi Kanu is on point. It's confirmation of what Professor Mike Ozekome said, that no court of the land can try Kanu. If so, why are they holding him? Showore is only saying he's being wrongly held. We shall be free one day. Please, Esther, Mr. Darlington should stop misinforming the public. Showore and Iboho were released during Buhari's regime, not Tinubu. He should check his facts. Is it Showore that contested 2023 election that was now released by Tinubu? Did Tinubu release him before he became the president? I'm not an APC nor Tinubu supporter, but he makes all these overzealous tribal remarks.
Esther.
Taiwo Hassan from Bariga.
That's Taiwo Hassan. You're a liar. I will say it on air. You're a liar.
Why is he a liar?
You're a liar.
Okay, so
it was the Attorney General of Tinubu who entered nolly prosecute against Showore before he was released. We asked him. He said Nnamdi Kanu's case and Showore, they are not the same thing. Look at people. Look at Hassan. Look at. Go back to your history. Look at you.
All right. Good evening, Esther. Barrister is too sentimental and tribalistic.
Can you imagine?
In fact, he's beginning to make me hate Igbos.
Please,
he always attacks Yorubas. He said Yorubas have never cautioned Oba of Lagos.
Yes.
Don't you have Obi Oba in your state? How many of them have come and talk to Oba of Lagos for his statement? How many times have they gathered together to talk about Kanu?
Can you imagine?
Gideon, but Yorubas do things in silence. Did you know that Obasanjo went to continue when Sunday Igboho was there? Went to court when Sunday Igboho was there.
Esther,
no, sorry, he's referring to Cotonou, not court rather. You didn't spell your whatever right.
We have been deceived for too long with this propaganda that they do things silently, this and that. The history of the coup, 1966 coup, is still fresh in. Thank God for people like Babangida. Do you know that after writing this book, they still refuse to agree? Are you aware? Who were the people? Champion Iziboku. Who are the people? Esther, who are the people? With all the things we have done for the people of the Southwest, have they recognized it? Look at who is attacking us most in Nigeria today. Is it the Hausas or the Yorubas? Who are the people attacking us most? Why are these people running away from the truth? Why are they running away from the truth, Esther? That we should not say it, Abi. Who are the people attacking us most in Nigeria today? And who have we done so much for in Nigeria today? I have said the people should not let us talk. I'm not joking. Whether you agree or not, the facts are there.
Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Esther, you always forcing Barrister Darlington into this coalition. Barrister Darlington, don't mind her. I know say Tunde from Ijegu don't bribe her to cause problem between you and your kingsmen. APC woman leader, ND from Surulere. Wahala. Good evening, Esther and Barrister. I'm Ikechukwu Patrick from Lagos. Showore is trying to push the Igbos in another civil war, which will never happen in this present generation. I heard that my governor from Imo State is bringing the president to come and commission roads in the areas where people have left their homes and run into the bushes just to save their lives. All right. Good evening, Esther. I'm always very happy about your professionalism, your non-biased approach, and so on. This man don't want us, as public commentator in all ramifications. Look how he insisted on certain personality just on the ground. What had the man said wrong? The tribal sentiment is not quantified anywhere. Is it a mockery that raised this brotherly thing? It was a mockery that raised this brotherly thing. Demola is my name.
What did he say now?
Good evening once again, Esther. To God who made me, I will never take any utterance by Barrister serious anymore. No man is wiser than God. Thank to this first caller. May you prosper in all your endeavors. Demola is my name from Igondo.
Counter what we said. Counter it and stop deceiving yourself. Esther, you see what our peaceful nature has cost us. Look at how many times the Igbos have been harassed in this Lagos because of election. Why are they not talking about it? Esther, why are they not talking? Is that not an issue? Every time they want to do election, it is the Igbos they will face. And when we cry, they say, why should we talk? We are being tribalistic. So you are not being tribalistic, Abi?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Can you just imagine these people?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
my
sir.
honorable Dr. Prophet, PhD, Barrister Darlington, my man of the year, greeting specialist.
Well done, Dayo. How are you?
Oh, thank God, sir. And our APC spokesleader, I greet you too. Yes,
good evening, sir.
Now, Oga Darlington been living in unity all this in Lagos. Igbos outside and every other tribe. But since this government came into power,
by let's say 1999, all these tribal, especially in 2023, all these tribal and lifting, and when we heard that Obi won 2023 election, in fact, things not related.
Dayo, your network is poor.
Your network is poor.
Dayo, your network is poor.
Can you hear me?
It's poor. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hi.
Good
Hello, good evening,
evening.
sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Obidients, calling from Mexico.
All right, Mr. Obidients, please go ahead.
What I want to say is what Barrister Darlington is talking is on point. Imagine you can see a Yoruba woman and greet her. Good morning, ma. You people will greet. She draw a 2 years baby on her hand. He will say, Ki Baba Ibo, Dayo, Ki Baba Ibo.
Exactly.
You that is 40 years,
Exactly.
you that is 50 years.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly.
Dayo, Ki Baba Ibo. That he have shown a 2 years boy that we are not the same thing. He divides you and that person. It have been telling him or her that we are not the same. But if you see a Yoruba boy 10 years, if you see Eki brother,
Exactly.
go to Igbo land. There is no boy can call any Yoruba man Baba Yoruba. Everybody is Oga. It will give you that respect.
I'm telling you.
Again, whatever Peter Obi call Olu of Ibadan, he is wrong. Even though he call his father, he is wrong because some people water, there is bone inside their water they used to drink. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Esther, please look. I get angry because look, how can somebody hurt you and still doesn't want you to complain? How is that done? You saw what they did to Igbos here in Lagos during the election. Did we retaliate? Nobody have talked about it up to tomorrow. Is it fair, Esther? Is it fair? And it continued up to tomorrow. They will still repeat the same thing. And when you complain, they say, "Oh my God."
Barrister.
No, it's annoying when somebody will hurt you and still be blaming you. Is that not an insult?
Calm down, sir.
Because we have been so peaceful, Abi. Why have they not tried with the houses? Don't you have houses here? Why didn't they tell the houses, if you cannot vote for us, go back to the north? Esther. No, tell me why they did not say so. Look, these people should be very careful. They are exposing their character to the whole world. Look at what they are saying. Who is the tribalist here? Who is the tribalist? Do you want us to go to history? How Nnamdi Kanu was denied the position he legally won in the southwest here by Awolowo? That was when tribalism started. They will not talk about it, Esther. They will never remember that history. They will not. They will not. People that are wiser.
All right, Esther and Darlington Agumo, please, can you let go of your siege mentality in addressing issues concerning Igbos? Igbo race are no more hated or liked than any other ethnicities in Nigeria. Before and after independence, Igbos were the darling of everybody, and we occupied most important positions. Ezekiel even won elections in Western region, and our Igbo politicians had a field day up until 1966 during the recent Abacha leadership. Yoruba race had it very rough, and their leadership evaporated into exile. Why can't the Igbo race use mental acumen and tackle minor onslaughts from other ethnicities? Traders at trade fairs should have hired the best lawyers from Igbo land instead of croaking for public sympathies. Again, Nnamdi Kanu said that freedom fighters have 3 homes, prisons, 6 feet below ground, and exile. Then why should Igbo livelihood stop because he is in detention? Okay, Ifedi. The most annoying thing about what radio talkative of Ibadan is still not clear, because Olu of Ibadan, Babaladoja, did not ask him to defend or fight for him. Taiwo from Ota. No, the Olu of Ibadan doesn't have issues. I just think they turned the whole thing to a political whatever. It was a beautiful gesture. The people who came to be part of that celebration, it was massive. Nice evening, Esther and the guests in the studio. Please, anyone from the Southeast endorsing Tinubu on their own. Igbo elders are the worst group of people in the whole world. Esther, Pengaston and TUC are part of the problem we're having in Nigeria today. Where are they since 2015 till date? APC is tormenting Nigerians. Pengaston and TUC are on ground. Still, our refineries are not working with billions of dollars and naira spent on the system. How can government kidnap someone which is against international law? All right, this is Mayor from Ikontengbe. Good evening, Esther. And Barrister Darlington, let it be corrected that Showore was granted conditional bail by the court during Buhari's era, that he should not go outside Abuja. This condition he endured until Buhari's administration fizzled out. And you should remember that he contested the presidential election in 2023. Clearly, it wasn't Tinubu that released him. Showore. Again, Nnamdi Kanu is being held by the government to agree on some terms for his conditional release. Amongst it is to surrender the struggle of secession. He refused to concur. That's explanation of unity meant by Showore. Lukman from Apapa. Barrister Darlington, please, God does not make mistake. You said that was one mistake God made. This is wrong, Barrister Darlington. Nigeria, only one problem is religion and tribalism. Amma from Ogun State. Good evening, VOP. Darlington with his gullible, myopic analysis. Before APC came to power in 2015, there was no terrorists in Nigeria. If the answer is yes, what made Jonathan to declare state of emergency in Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe? Emmanuel. Good evening, Esther. See what I found on Twitter. So, somebody Obabinri Adironke says, Lagos indigents, are we ready or are you still scared? If you're ready, repost. Work for freedom protests. Yoruba first. Yoruba jobs for Yoruba people. Very good one. Well done. That's a good one. Esther Wanyoma, sometimes you just have to do a little more of thinking to really catch up with Barrister Darlington. The angle he's talking of from this evening is highly intellectual, especially about how it concerns all levels of prejudice against the Igbos. How come they fault almost everything about us, yet they still look for ways to push us so there could be reason to label us a whole problem? Esther, you can imagine the trolls of Mr. Peter Obi simply for celebrating a fellow citizen. I will flourish in this country as an Igbo man, and same for any well-meaning Nigerian who is not in alignment with those devils in white. My name is Dimma. Good evening. Esther, good evening. Your advertisement and business talks are becoming too much. It's affecting our enjoyment of your program. You don't want us to make money.
Can you imagine?
Hey, we need to make money.
How many did you advertise in the we want more.
We want more. Biko, bring your adverts. Biko. Bego. Good evening, Esther. Pengasin and Nupenga progressing in error as regards the selfish interest demand from Dangote organization. They're trying to mortgage and cripple Nigeria's economy for reasons personal to them and their collaborators. A lot of companies and industries have disengaged their workers and even closed down because of harsh economic reality. What are these unions doing about it? Nigerians are now wiser to challenge taskmasters who masquerade themselves as freedom fighters. Noah from Ngondo. Barrister Darlington, what's your final take? We need to wrap up.
Look, Esther, my final look, you see this tribal, it must stop. Seriously. If not, I will not be coming here because of it. I'm not joking. Esther, you mean all the goodwill we have exhibited, all the peaceful nature, all the diligence, all the hard work we have demonstrated in Lagos and everywhere is not enough to at least give us respect, Esther? Why is it that every time they will pigeonhole us into one crude behavior or something like that? You and I know very well that there is no other ethnic group that have been so peaceful like the Igbos. Why is it not talk of the town? Why is nobody talking about it, Esther? Every time Igbo did it, meanwhile there is no fact to it, no fact. You just wake up and you do things and you get away with it, and later you start blaming me again, Esther, and you ask me to keep quiet, Abi. I have asked you here, Esther, you were here, we monitored the election in this studio and you saw what happened. Did there any Igbo state react or retaliate against what they did to us here? Up to today, nobody have called for inquiry into what happened here. MC Oluoma has been promoted. He's now in Abuja after what he did here, Esther. Nobody from these same people have talked about it, oh, Esther. Nobody have discussed about it. Tomorrow they have said sorry. Tomorrow they repeat the same thing. We are sorry. Tomorrow one person, oh, not even their leader will say sorry. Oh. One people that is unknown, they will come and say we are sorry. It's them. Meanwhile, they have continued to display this same character everywhere. Why? It's better we now say, okay, since you want to, we now open up the history book. Let us open it. Next time they come here to talk about this tribal, I will not tell them where it started and who is the real tribalist in Nigeria. Next time we will not go back to history. This is not sort of nonsense. Is too much now. We will come here to discuss national issue. They will leave it. Esther, who is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria today? Is it the Southeast? Is it the Igbos? Why are they not talking about it, Esther? The Southwest now is littered with Fulani herdsmen who are raping and killing in their farms. These people will never talk about them, Esther. What kind of thing is this? Every time the Igbo, what did they do wrong? Nothing. The real problem, they will never address it, Esther. Why? No, ask me why. Or I ask you why. Tell me. We are talking of serious issues that you've been talking about. You left it and you are chasing the Igbos all over the place as if they're your problem. Please, this nonsense must stop. I am saying it loudly now. It must stop, for God's sake. What kind of thing is this? Because the Igbos are very peaceful, Abi. Really? Don't you see this tiger you are pulling by the tail? The day the tiger will wake up, I hope you wait. Rubbish.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on the program this evening. Thank you so much for being with us. Barrister Darlington, you're not supposed to say rubbish to anything or anybody. However, I actually do understand why you're passionately speaking the way you do. Like I said, Nigeria, no Nigerian is more Nigerian than anybody. We're all Nigerians. We're all of equal status. You cannot give certain narratives. Please, insecurity needs to be dealt with. It is affecting Nigeria's economy. To be honest with you, unemployment is on the rise and people have started robbing homes because they're hungry. These are the issues that are meant to be looked into, not always politicking, using tribal sentiments to divide the polity and divert your attention from critical issues that needs to be looked into. Please, federal government, do something about insecurity. People cannot just be killed for no reason and no one is being prosecuted. Nobody's saying anything about it. It is important. We need to live in peace in Nigeria. We need to thrive as a nation. It's very important. Nigerians are the easiest people to rule over, to be with. All you need to do is just to provide whatever availability is needed for amenities. Then businesses can thrive and people can go about their lives and means of livelihood. My name is Esther Wachiko. See you tomorrow.